Okay, students, good morning. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Nice to see you again on the third meeting. Yeah, we are going to learn about listening comprehension again. Yeah, still about speeches, but on today's meeting, after you learn about this lesson with the topic of content and the structure of the speech, the students will be able to the first understanding about the topic itself. Yeah, the topic is about the content and the structure of the speech. After you understand about my explanation, you are going to do the exercises related to the content and the structure of the speech. So you are going to do the exercises and then try to answers related to the content and structures that I delivered to you. And then the third, you are going to listen. Of course, listen and writing about some answers related to the questions from what I delivered to you for the final of this lesson. Okay, we are going to know about this topic more, and then you have to pay attention on my explanation, on my elaboration. I hope that you will clearly understand and clearly catch the idea that I explained to you. Okay, now we come to the slide. Okay, students, this is about the content and the structures topic. Yeah, this is the third meeting of us on the listening comprehension material, listening comprehension subject. Yeah, and the topic still about speeches. Now, next. When we talk or we discuss about the content of a listening, of course, we have to remind and take a look again on the basic types of the speech. So, the basic types of the speech here, why should we remember about the types of the speech? Because the types of the speech here is related to the content of the speech. Kueka will deliver 10 basic types of speech. What are they? Firstly, that is about entertaining speech. Secondly is informative speech. And then the third is demonstrative speech. And then the fourth, persuasive speech. And the fifth for the motivational speech. What are the differences? We are going to take a look at. And then the sixth. The sixth type is impromptu speech. And then the seventh is oratorical speech. The eighth is a debate speech. The ninth is a forensic speech. And the final is the special occasion speech. Then we are going to know what are the definition of each of them. Do they have any relation between one type to the other? We are going to know from the definition. Okay, take a look now for the entertaining speech first. The entertaining speech is a kind of speech designed to captivate an audience's attention and regale or amuse them while delivering messages. So entertain is similar to amuse. It means here, yeah, the speech or the speaker will entertain, will amuse the audience. So as a listener, you are going to be amused or you are going to be entertained. Okay, as a listener. And then how about the second, about the informative speech? The informative speech here is a speech which helps the audience to understand a subject better and to remember what they learned later. That is what I am going to do right now. That is about informative speech. I give you a subject to be understood, and also you have to remember what they learned later. Okay, this one, what I'm delivering today, is a kind of the informative speech. And then thirdly, demonstrative speech. The demonstrative speech is a kind of a speech, is a form of informative speech too. This is almost the same with the informative speech, where the speaker's primary purpose is to teach the audience how to complete a task or process. This also the same as what I do right now. So I'm going to inform you by using informative speech, and also I demonstrate how to do the assignment later. Okay. At the final of this explanation, I will try to demonstrate how to answer the comprehensions listening, yeah, by answering some questions related to the content and structure. So what I do right now is about informative and demonstrative speech. Next, the fourth. We come to persuasive speech. In persuasive speech, this is a specific type of speech. Yeah, the specific type of speech in which the speaker has a goal of convincing the audience to accept his or her point of view. The example is on TED Talks. Yeah, you can try to find the website of the TED Talks. Yeah, the TED Talks here deliver so many talks, so many speeches here in trying to convince the audience with so many topics. Yeah, you can find, yeah, in the website of TED Talks. Okay, and then motivational speech. I believe that you are familiar with this kind of speech, and also you are familiar too with the word motivation. What is motivation? Yeah, so this is a kind of speech to motivate the audience. As a listener, you have to catch. Yeah, you have to catch the idea which the speakers is using for the types of the speech. Okay, as a motivational speech here is a special kind of persuasive speech. So this is like a persuasive speech where the speaker encourages the audience to pursue their own well-being. By injecting confidence into the audience, the speaker is able to guide them toward achieving the goals they set together. So the motivational speech here, the speaker will inject the audience confidence in doing their goal. Yeah, they try to set a goal and then they are going to reach the goal. Yeah, by uh, by the speaker's speech, by the speaker's motivational speech. And then next about impromptu speech. What is the impromptu speech? The impromptu speech here is a speech given on the spot without any prior planning or preparation. So it is related to the condition, it is related to the situation where she or he is. Okay, when he faces the problem at the time of speaking, but he is still in somewhere, yeah, and then at the place that he is facing, the place has got the problem, and then he is going to resolve the problems of the publics there, yeah, of the society there, and then they are going to give a speech by giving motivation, by giving, yeah. So impromptu speech here will has relation to the motivational, to the demonstrative, to the informative speech too. Yeah, but the different thing is from the planning and preparation. But if demonstrative and informative, they should have preparation before. But this one, this is without planning and preparation. Okay, this impromptu speech. And then for oratorical speech here is a speech that is generally given under a special circumstances, yeah, such as funeral, graduation, a retirement party, or a wedding. An oratorical speech would accordingly be a speech delivered for a special occasion. So, oratorical speech here is almost similar to the special occasion speech, or the same as. Okay, so we can call as the oratorical speech or the special occasion speech. We are going to take a look on its definition. Yeah, and then, yeah, when oratorical speech is going to use on this kind of circumstances, on the special circumstances, and how about debate speech? I believe that you are familiar with the word debate. How to debate the group's idea or someone else's opinion, how to debate their ideas. The main purpose is to justify your stance towards something rather than convince the audience to share your views. Good. So the speaker here is not going to convince, but the speaker here, yeah, just trying to justify the stance towards something. Okay, so I believe that all of you, yeah, here is familiar with the word debate, yeah, or sometimes you ever join on the championship of debate or debate champion, yeah. Okay, and then we come to the next speech about forensic speech. What is the forensic speech? The forensic speech here is the study and practice of public speaking and a debate. This is the study, the learning about the practice of public speaking and debate. This is according to the American Forensic Association, because in the United States of America has been doing this kind of speech, yeah, and also there is one institution has given the learning of the study and also the practice for public speaking and debate. This is the association or the institution's name, the American Forensic Association. So they call as the forensic speech. And how about the last type of speech, a special occasion speech? As I told you before, that the oratorical speech will be similar to special occasion speech because the definition is also almost the same. Special occasion speeches can include introductory speeches, ceremonial speeches. We can take a look at the ceremonial speeches and tributary speeches. You may notice that all these can be categorized as entertaining speeches. So, the special occasion speech can be in oratorical and can be in entertaining speech. So, one speech can have three types of speech. Yeah, so when someone has been delivering about the speech, when someone is delivering his or her speech, he can use many types of speech. But actually, the type of the speech is what is it? Is related to. So the types are still in relation, okay, between the two types or among three types. Okay. Now this is about the definition of each speech. So as a listener, you are going to catch. You are going to know the ideas from the speaker here, which is the speaker used to deliver his or her speech. So you have to know the type they use in delivering his speech or her speech. Okay, next. Of course, when we talk about the types of speech, yeah, the type of speech here has relation to the content of the speech. So when we talk about the content, we also remind about the types of the speech. There are 10 types that I told you, yeah, and then we have make a relation between the content and also the types. Okay, when a listener wants to know the speech content, so the listener should answer the following questions. Okay, we are going to know what are they. In understanding about the content of speech, of course, the comprehension question will be in WH question, H question, and yes, no questions, of course. Yeah, Bu Eka will deliver the questions here which asking which are asking about the content of the speech. So you will try to answer, yeah, from my questions related to the content from the someone's speech. Okay, next. Now we come to the structure. After we know about the content and the types, which both of them have relation each other, and then we come to the structure. What are the structure of the speech? Okay, we have two kinds of structure here. The first structure is is commonly used in our daily life, and then for the second structure is still new. Yeah, it's still new for you. Yeah, this is just about the newest word, but the meaning is still the same. Yeah, there's just the word. Yeah, the words are different with the commonly used structure. Okay, we come to the commonly used structure first. Yeah, the common structure in our daily life, especially for the speech, will be in opening, body, and conclusion. Those parts here, yeah, those parts here are familiar in our learning, in our study. That the structure of the speech will have opening for the first, and then the speech will have body, yeah, in the middle of his or her speech, and then the last will be conclusion at the end of his speech or her speech. Okay, this is about the common parts or the common structure of the speech. And we come to the newest now. What are the newest parts of the speech or the structure of the speech? We call as hook, almost the same as the opening. But the opening here is also called as hook here, yeah, on the US structure. Hook is about the beginning of a speech should grab the audience's attention. Here, as a listener, you are going to listen from someone's speech and then find out the hook. find the statement of hook here which grab the audience's attention that is used by the speaker. Yeah, so you are a listener, you are going to identify, you are going to analyze, and you are going to listen carefully about the audio of the speech and then find the hook section on the speech. Which statement is used by the speaker here to grab the audience's attention? This is on a hook. It should give the audience a reason to listen to you. Otherwise, they won't. Okay, so for the speaker here, speaker should give a reason to the audience why the listener listen the speech. Yeah, okay, this one. This is about hook. That is the same with the opening section. And then we come to the point. The point here is similar, is equal to the body of the speech. The point is the purpose of the speech. It is the reason why the speaker is speaking. Once you have your audience attention, you should deliver your point. So as a listener, what are you going to do? As a listener, you are going to find the statement of a purpose from the speaker. Okay. And then how about the last part or the last section? Can be called as a conclusion, but here, yeah, we call as call to action. That is not about conclusion, but call to action. Okay. What is different? What is the differences between conclusion and call to action? The call to action here, good speeches and with a call to action. Always ending his or her speech with a call to action, which is when you to tell your audience to go and do something. So you have to tell the audience to do something. So as a listener, what should I do? This one. Your call to action is the specific solution to the problem. Yeah, so this is almost the same with the conclusion because there is a solution for a specific problem. Because the speaker will have different problem, will have different solution, so the solution will be specific to the problems that the speakers deliver. Okay, so as a listener, what are you going to do on this point? As a listener, you are going to find the statement of calling to action and also the statement of the solution of the problem that delivered by the speaker on his or her speech. This is what you are going to do next. Then, the same as the point, this is the body part. Yeah, the body parts here on someone's speaking, on someone's speech. Here, the speaker will deliver the main points, of course. Besides deliver the main points, also establish the purpose. Not only the main point, but also the purpose or the goal. And then the speaker, yeah, in his or her speech, the speaker also mentioned the variety of examples. Besides that, finally, the speaker also put evidences to support the main point of the speech. Remember, beside the main points here, the speaker also gave evidences to support. So what are you going to do as the listener? Yeah, as the listener, when you listen to the speech, you have to find 1. The main point of the speech. 2. The purpose of the speech. 3. You have to mention about the examples from the speaker's delivery. And then the 4, you have to find the statement of evidences in supporting the point or the main point. Okay, next we come to the final structure. That is about conclusion. That is the same like a call to action, but we are going to know what should be there. Yeah. In a conclusion, here the speaker will restate the main message. Restate here means state again, speak again, or re-speak. Yeah. And then prompting the audience to perform the desired action. In the case of motivational speech, or have the proper understanding in the case of informational speech. If this is a kind of motivational speech, so of course at the end you have to motivate the audience. Of course, you have to put the statement of motivation. And then if you are going to demonstrate, you are going to inform or teach, so you have to restate again the statement of your teaching and then the statement of your information. And then finally, giving the audience a sense of completion. Ideally, you do not want them to have many unanswered questions. It means the speech here will answer the problems, so we'll give solution from the specific problems. Okay, this is the conclusion part. So, what are you going to do next after you catch this explanation, after you listen to my explanation about the content, the types, and also the structure of the speech? This what you should do. Bu Eka will prepare the link of the audio here, on the description of the video of this YouTube channel. Take a look on the description. There is link 1, and then click it, download the audio, and then you have to answer 10 questions I delivered to you in this video related to the content and the structure. We are going to take a look after you download it. Now we are going to know what are the questions about the audio. There are 5 questions about content and also 5 questions about the structure. The contents questions will be 1. What is the purpose of the speech? Okay, related to the purpose, related to the goal, and related to the main point of the speech. So you have to take a look also to the types of the speech. Okay, and then the second, was the candidate of a president bragging about sexually assaulting women? Just say yes or no. Okay, and then what type is the speech? Okay, this is just about take a look at the types and you have to choose the type. Of course, the type will not only one, but you can combine. So in answering for number 3, you can combine between between 2 types or among 3 or more than types. But I think, mostly types will combine into 3 types. We cannot combine into 4 types or more. Just mostly, maximally will be in 3 types. Okay, and then number 4 question, how did Michelle Obama feel about the candidate's manner? Just about her feeling. Okay, and then number 5, what did Michelle worry about? What did she worry about? Why was she delivering the speech? What is the reason? So you can take a look from the audio and listen the audio carefully about Michelle Obama's speech. Okay, this is the 5 questions related to the content. So you can answer it by doing these exercises. And then number 6 and up to number 10. Number 6 up to number 10, the question will be on the structure. Yeah, the structure here, yeah, will what is it? Will try to be respond, yeah, in many questions, in 5 questions here. The 6th question mention 3 statements based on hook, point, and call to action. Okay, this is the parts of the speech. Which statement will be the hook, which statement will be the point of the speech, and which statement will be the call to action statement from the speech of Michelle Obama. And then for number 7, could you mention the evidence to support the main point in her speech? So you have to take a look at the answer number 6 about the point and then find out the evidence. Can be 1, can be 2. Yeah. If you put 1, it's okay. What is the main point and what is the evidence? Okay. That's 1. There are 2 statements in here. The statement of main point and the statement of the evidence. Number 8 question, what are some very good examples in her speech? So you have to catch the audio about delivering examples from Michelle Obama. Yeah, what are some examples given in the audio of her speech? And then number 9, retell. Yeah, retell the audience's prompts to perform the desired action. It means if you have to retell, you cannot copy paste or you cannot try to imitate the statement from Michelle Obama. You cannot imitate the same as the Michelle Obama's statement, but you have to paraphrase by using your own statement. Yeah, okay, this is retell. And then the last question will be yes no question. Was there any sense of completion on the speech? If yes, mention it. If no, it's not necessary to mention. Yeah, just mention if the answer is yes. Okay, so after you know about the 10 comprehension question here, you have to put the answers on the comment. Not all for the questions here. I need you to write only the answers for number 6 related to the structure of the speech. Remember, only number 6 answers that you have to put on the comment of this video. Okay, so don't try to put many sentences on the comment for all of the questions, but only for number 6. And how about for the others questions? The other questions answers will be uploaded on the sim.unissula. Okay, for answers number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10 will be uploaded to sim.unissula. Until next week. Yeah, Bu Eka will inform by using sim.unissula for the notification and then look at the deadline of submission. And for the comment, just this number. Yeah, I don't want you to write long. Yeah, just put the point. Yeah, just listen. You may listen once, you may listen twice, you may listen 3 times. But the deadline of the submission will be today until at 5. Until 8 o'clock in the evening. Yeah. So this is the deadline of a submission on the comment. Yeah, will be 8 o'clock this evening. So don't be late because I will give response for each answer. Okay. Now, this is about the practice that you should do, and I would like to say thank you for your attention. Yeah, thank you for your nice attention for my explanation, and then have a very nice learning. Yeah, if you have any questions, don't be shy to ask me in VR groups. If you have still questions about my explanation today. Thank you very much, and see you again next week. So this is our final meeting today. Okay, students, this is the end of our meeting. Yeah, this is the third meeting of us. Remember about the practice, and remember what should you do on the comment. Yeah, and I believe that all of you can submit the assignment, can submit the practice based on the deadline of submission. Thank you. Have a nice day, and see you again on the next meeting on the different material. We will close. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Goodbye.